Yes, what, I agree with Dr. Lene and also Jermaine. And going back to the first point was the lady that wanted to go back to jail and because she was worried, right?
Mhm.
And the number one reason why she wanted that is because there's structure there and there's certainty. Think about it.
Mhm.
She knows that if she's there, she's safe, there's structure, and there's certainty. I'll be fed, I have a roof over my head, and I don't have to worry too much, right? But now let's say forget about that. That has been in jail and your freedom taken away. But now in real life, that you've lost a job and now you want to start over. The biggest fear is uncertainty, right? But then how do we make sure that we don't get to that place? And again, is preparation. We have to prepare. And sometimes when we have what we have, we forget that the rainy day is coming. And
Mhm.
so a time like that, then we probably were going all over the place. But I love what both panels said. They said, you know, relationships and also just preparing. If you have people that you can lean on, like family, or bring your Rolodex and start calling people that you know to open more opportunity for yourself. That's how we should be doing it because nobody likes uncertainty. Nobody likes that. But if we, in the beginning, plan and prepare properly, we have great relationships. We see our relationship as an asset, and we actually make that effort to have good relationships. Because trust me, it's not, they say it's not what you know, it's who do you know, who can you pick
Mhm.
up the call, right? So we have to do that, and it does affect us financially, if our finances, everything. But again, relationship planning and just making sure that we prepare, because that's
Yeah.
the only way to have certainty, if you prepare.
Yeah. It seems like I was going through the chat and listening to you, Aisha. It seems like, for the people that may have everyone in the chat, it looks like I wanted to just start with the basics. Like, okay, if we have people in the chat that may be in the middle of turmoil, I wanted to address that, right? But it seems like there was people in the chat. I read the room, and that people are starting to want to work on, if they have I, or if they have their R and their I, they want to work on S or E. So let's just talk a bit about that. Like, let's get into particulars. When you want to start a business, Dr. Lene, like, how do you decide? How do you look for the opportunity, especially with AI coming? Like, how do you decide what to do when there's so much to do? You can literally do anything, right? On the internet and be bamboozled. Like, oh, there's money, you can make money that way, or you could do this, or I could do that. But it doesn't necessarily, it's just all about money. So how would you, if you were talking to someone, how would you recommend that they decide what business to start in this day and age?
That's a great question. And actually, it helps me piggyback on what Jermaine said, which is what I had wanted to do. So that was a great alley oop. So I usually tell people there's three P's, right? Passion, purpose, and profit. I usually add profit to what Jermaine says. Passion is what you're really, it's not, usually passion is something that you have a love and an affinity for, right? Hopefully, it's something that you enjoy doing. It's something that you're good at. It's a talent or a skill that maybe everybody doesn't have, and you're passionate about it. But passion doesn't pay the bills. People are out here passionate about the whales. They out here trying to save them, but they're not making money.